Freelancing. As soon as someone hears this word, the first thing that comes in their head is a man or a woman sitting inside a cafe, sipping their coffee, having their earphones in, working on their laptop, having meetings with people overseas. And to most of you, it seems like that it is the only way to escape the monotony of 9 to 5, getting out of those rigid schedules, those office politics, the toxic culture, and all that other kind of stuff. And most importantly, having the freedom of your own time and deciding your own work and your bandwidth. But wait for a moment. Have you ever thought, like, is it really that rewarding as influencers and other people tell you? Or is it just a romanticized version of a career that is filled with literally tons of challenges, uncertainties, and literally an overwhelming sense of responsibility? In this video, I'm exactly going to tell you that, because freelancing, as amazing as it sounds, is one of the hardest careers present in these times, especially in India. For many people, it is downright terrible. But the twist is that it is also one of the most rewarding careers if you know how to make your way in here, because nobody is going to give you a way. You have to create your own path. I'll start with the consequences first, because people tend to oversee it. And if you are here, you need to know the consequences, because then what good am I here for if you are not aware of the things that you should actually be aware of, even if you are freelancing or not. The first thing is income unpredictability. This is not your regular salaried job where you are going to get a paycheck at the end of every month. Yeah, some months they might be very much good in terms of your billables. Some months you would be literally drying out. So this is that kind of a field where your income is not fixed. It's all on you. If you are sick, you don't work, you don't get any money. This is not the regular office culture that you have here. And the reason, like, freelancers quit within the first year. A majority of them quit. Like most of the people when I started, if I see them now, they are in back to the offices where they came from initially, because it is not for everybody. The income unpredictability, you need to be really meticulous with your budgeting and all that stuff, because otherwise you can't survive in here. Second thing is the isolation factor. For introverts, it might be the best thing. For extroverts like me, we need to find our own ways once we get into this field, because it is not an office job. You don't get to meet new people. This is not the office. Like, okay, you are in the marketing department. There are literally 10 other departments, but everything is remote. So you do not have access to like-minded individuals in real time. You have them on the laptops, on your mobile devices, over calls, but the physical interaction, that's not present. And to some people, this is a very big downside. And the reason is, like, no matter how much LinkedIn and other social media remains prevalent, but many people at the end of the day, they just feel burnt out, because in an office, you just don't meet people, you make memories, you have your lunch breaks, you go into the play zone and all that stuff. You create a lot of memories there. Here, it's literally every day is kind of the same. So it's up to you how you decide to shape your day. Third has to be the endless hustle, because see here, even if you land a good project, the question will always remain when you will go to bed, what is next? And this is something you just can't wrap your head around. Even after 6 years or 7 years, it is going to stay there. You just make peace with the fact that, okay, this is uncertain. You can counter that uncertainty to a certain level, but you cannot just get rid of it ever. Because here you have to do a lot of stuff. You are a one-man army, a one-person army. Gender neutral has to be. We are living in 2025, 20th century. Men and women are equal and all that stuff. You are constantly pitching to clients, you are negotiating, you are working, you are building your personal profile and doing other number of things. But eventually at the end of the day, what is next? And that's a very daunting question. The final and the foremost downside of being a freelancer is you gotta wear many hats. You are the accountant, you are the finance guy, you are the sales guy, you are the marketer, you are the writer, you are the social media manager, you are literally everything. All these things can be overwhelming, and initially it is going to be overwhelming because you do not have the resources to outsource. And even after a particular point when you will have to outsource, you will think twice, because whenever you outsource a particular thing, it takes out money from your pocket. And you have to be really wise, and you will be thinking that, should I spend this much or should I do this work on my own? So these are the possible downsides that you get. All right, enough with the consequences. Now let me tell you the hidden benefits, which only a percent of freelancers are able to experience down the line 3 years. Because by that time, 99% is already out from the market. But if you are able to survive, this is what you get. And number one thing is freedom. Literally, the freedom cannot be matched with any traditional 9 to 5 ever, whether it be remote, it be hybrid, it be on site. You just cannot match the freedom of freelancing with 9 to 5. There is no comparison, straight up. Dude, you literally decide the kind of people you are working with. You literally decide who you want to talk with. You literally have so many choices. But again, it comes down the line 2 to 3 years. In the first year, you are not gonna get anything. But like when my friends talk about office politics and all that kind of stuff, you know, who are in the regular traditional private sector, I'm like, this is an alien concept to me, because to me, like, I decide my circle. I have the ability, I have the freedom, I have control over people that I choose to associate with. And that thing to a person like me matters the most. But I have earned it, because it has been 7 years now this January. And I have earned it over the last 2000 plus days. Secondly, your income is unlimited. A wise man once said,
नौकरी में क्या फिर आप एक जगह स्थगित हो जाते ना, खुद का धंधे में तो क्या है, सामने पूरा दरिया पड़ा है, आप में जितनी ताकत है आप जितना मर्जी पानी उलेचो.
Like, it's tough in the beginning. I'm not saying it's not tough, but after a time when you have established your hold, then the real fun begins. So the 99% freelancers who left freelancing, their benefits are credited to the 1% who stayed. So your income is literally unlimited. It's up to you how much you can work, how much work you can take on, what is your bandwidth, what's your capacity, and what kind of quality output you can deliver. Because if you can excel in all these, your income is literally unlimited. Your salary is capped. Here, it's not capped. It's up to you. Third is the flexibility of taking on and off any time. Okay, like even I have said it previously that, you know, you just can't vanish when you have client projects. But dude, you can. You can, but you have to be at a certain level to do that. Because once you vanish, then you realize how good vanishing is whenever you want. So like if I have to go out, just drop a text, I'm not available today. Done, gone, no one questions me. Because I grinded in the initial days. So now whatever time I work, no one just questions my credibility to get the work done, because I deliver. I do my work. Whenever I do my work, I just literally give my 110% to it. If the bar is 10, I surpass it every time. That's why my clients love me. That's why people I'm associated with, they are associated with me for a very long duration, and they will be, because that's not gonna change. But that's the beauty. You can take offs whenever you want. So like if my relatives are there, if I want to go out to a cousin, if I have a cute kid cousin coming at my house and he wants to go and play in time zone somewhere in Delhi or any other place, he wants to have fun, I can just drop a text, start my car, make him sit in, go to that particular time zone or the play area, spend time with him, give the kid a beautiful day, jump back into my car, get back home with a memorable day. I can't do that in my job. Okay, yes, we have holidays and all that stuff. What was the longest holiday you have taken without people ranting behind your back? Because I have gone MIA for literally 2 weeks. My paycheck wasn't affected. My work wasn't affected. My relations weren't affected. I had a good time. You can't do that in your jobs unless you are the founder or the owner of that particular company. And this part is my favorite, the fourth pointer. Freelancing is literally a crash course to life skills, dude. I have learned so much working with people, talking with people, that I haven't learned in my school actually. So the only thing I got from my schooling was this English communication, because we had to communicate in English and all that kind of stuff. So my vocab, my English speaking was from the schooling. Apart from that, these soft skills, negotiation, sales, selling myself, pitching without pitching, interacting with people, you know, knowing things about people, getting a sense of what kind of a person the other guy is or not in the first meeting, all these kind of stuff no one teaches you. And in real life, you make money from the things that you were actually not taught anywhere. Who the hell is teaching freelancing? Okay, I am, yeah, that's a different thing. I have my own mentorship program, I have my crash course and all that stuff. Okay, I'm teaching. Few other handful of people are teaching, and within the industry itself there is a big chaos every time among the gurus and all that stuff. But who is teaching freelancing? No one. No institution is doing it. And there is a lot of money in here. Everyone knows the same traditional 3 career paths: doctor, engineer, lawyer. Good luck with that. See, if you are somebody who craves predictability, stability, and a structure, it's for you. What's for you? The private sector is for you. Freelancing is for the rebels who are trying to do something different. A rebel can be a good freelancer, that is particularly for sure. Can't say about the topper student in the school, but a rebel, a backbencher is gonna make a hell of a freelancer. Speaking from my personal experience. Because this industry is different. People here, like every freelancer that I have had a word with, was a rebel in one sense or the other. The guy or the girl didn't had similar thoughts to the peers. So my inner circle is like, if you have my contact number, you have no idea what kind of person you are, because I only keep a limited number of people in my contact list. And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of freelancing. You get to decide the people you want to be with, you associate with. So every person who is in my contact list, they challenge me to be better in some way, and I do the same, because that's why we are there. So it's not a transactional relationship, but it's something very different that you will only realize when you will have somebody like me, or someone who is like me, or maybe me, in your day-to-day routine activities, because then you will realize. So after shooting this video, the only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Slack, I'm gonna ping somebody that, what's up, give me the report, what have you done so far, because I have done this, what you up to. And that's the kind of thing, because if they are doing more than me, then it pushes me to do more than them. And if I am doing more than them, then they get pushed that, okay, this guy has done so far since the morning, what am I doing? And that's the kind of thing. So if you want to be in my inner circle, that link to that is in the description. See the offerings, it's up to you. I don't do the pitching CT and all that kind of stuff. The ones who know are smart enough to do it. The ones who aren't, they just hop on and they just take a lot of time thinking. So that is up to you.